example 7 on page 528, multiply. So, and you see the two terms here, the two factors here, square root of 3 times x minus square root of 5. So this factor multiply this second factor, and the second factor consists of two terms inside the parentheses. So to multiply this, we will distribute. Take the first factor, distribute to each term inside the parentheses. Another way of saying this is we distribute. Given square root of square root of 3 times x minus square root of 5, we distribute is equal to square root of 3 times x is square root of 3 times x, okay, minus distribute square root of 3 times square root of 5, okay. So you can treat the square root of 3 as some constant, so you can rewriting this as x square root of 3, or the other way around, that's fine. Let me see how this book wants you to write the answer. So they want you to write this, square root of 3 times x, and then x square root of 3, so this is fine. So leave it as x times square root of 3, so basically we just switch the order, okay? In doing that, we don't get confused with the x, whether it's inside the radical or outside. So it's just a convenient way to write this. Now for this, we have subtract carried. Let's subtract here. Now for this, square root of 3 times square root of 5, unlike addition or subtraction, okay, of two radicals, when you add or subtract, so either add or subtract the two radicals, you need to check for same index and same radicals. For multiplication, you only need to check for the first one, which is same index or not, okay? So for multiplication, or let's see, division, you only need to check the same index or kth root. Okay, you don't need to worry about the same radicals for multiplication and division. So multiplying these, and we learned this before, when you multiply this, it will equal to square root of 3 times 5. Now, because both have the same k root, which is 2, this is square root, so k equal 2, k equal 2. Since they have the same k root or index, you can combine these two radicals when you multiply them as one radical, and then multiply the radicals. And again, we learned this earlier. And then simplify, we have x square root of 3 minus simplifying the radical. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay? And then, since we cannot simplify any further, so we don't simplify this any further, because this 3 right here does not have the second power. You cannot factor it out. And then same thing for 5. It does not have the second power. You cannot factor it out. That's why I multiply 3 times 5 is 15. And then since you cannot, there's no way for you to make this 15 in terms of the radical 3. Okay? Remember, when you subtract the two radicals, you need to have same k root, even though both have square root, the same k root. But no way you can turn this 15 into the same radical as this one, which is 3. So no way we can change this radical to 3. And that means you cannot simplify these two radicals any further. And this is the answer for multiplying these two factors. The answer is x times square root of 3 minus square root of 15.